Hello, I'm Sam Escamilla, the inventor of the shoe light. Here's the shoe light. Okay, now what it is, it takes the shape of a shoe tongue and it curves. Now the curves are very important. It's able for the shoe to fit comfortably, and when you're able to walk up steps, it won't hit the top of your ankle. And that's why it curves up here. It also slightly curves right here, so it curves around your foot. Now what I have is reflector tape. It's mainly just for the design, for the looks, and it catches some of the low light that's above it. Now the shoe light is made for people who go jogging, like myself. They jog early in the morning or late at night, and they want to have a good stride. And people like myself, we don't like to slow down, especially when we got a good run. Now it shakes. See, it doesn't wobble, it stays in place. That's because of these little holes in it. We got 6 holes on each side, round ones. Those are for the laces to thread through. Then we have some rectangles in the middle, 3 of them. Now those are there for the loops inside the shoe tongue, the loops that go through. And it helps hold it in place. As this is, you see it shakes. Now the way is to lace them up is really easy. You lace them up like you would any other shoe, but you lace them through this. Okay, the bottom one, you lace it all the way in, and then you put it in, and you pull it so it gets nice and snug, like that. And then you lace it like you would your normal shoes. Okay, now you see, that's the beginning piece, the bottom. Now, you lace underneath it. And that's what we have these holes for. From the hole inside your shoe, and it goes to the first bottom light of the shoe tongue. If you can get right here, right there. And then you pull it through. And then you pull from the inside like that. Then you have that loop I was talking about that crosses over. You want to make sure that's in the loop first. So that's going on underneath it. Then you grab the ends. Now you take the shoe light, the tongue, and you see it comes up from the other one. You can get a good look at that. Okay, once you get your string through, you pull it again to make sure it's in there nice and snug, and then it tightens up around there. And then you do the same thing, and that should be the last loop. Whoops. Just like that, see? Same as this. And then you got one more loop, like we do. If I pull this out a little bit, and you just stick it through it. And that's the loops on the shoe tongue, the actual shoe itself, and not the plastic piece. So you cross them like you would when you're tying your shoes. And then you got one last square that's underneath the lights, and then you pull that one through. Now, however you want it afterwards is up to you. See how it goes right underneath it? You just go, and it doesn't even get in the way of the shoelaces. Or the light. See? You're able to wear them and fit them on comfortably. Now, how you tie it at the end, it's up to you. You could tie them on the sides, or you could tie them in a bow, but they come just like slip-ons, like like this. You show me slipping them on? See? They slip on just easy. And I'm going to go outside and I'm going to demonstrate how they work. Okay, now look over here where I tie this. See, each one's different. Whatever your preference is. I'll just tie that right there. And I'll make a loop in it, and then it becomes like a slip-on. And that goes above the tongue and then between the shoe light, right behind where the battery source is. Okay. Now on the blueprint, the patent showed they messed my design up. The lights go right on top. See where the batteries are, the battery holder? Okay. It goes like that, mainly for the purpose of shining light in front of you, like headlights for your shoe. That's what the lights are for. That's the whole purpose of the design. Now, where it curves, that's where they try to stick the light. It does really serves no purpose of that unless you want to show off. And the light just goes out. It doesn't hit nothing. Now we'll go outside and I'll show how it catches it. Pause. Okay.
Go.
Okay, you see that? Okay, now pause it. Okay, now you saw how it was outside. It's snowing, so I couldn't really run with them. Now, the only changes I would recommend is that you put a cover right above the battery holders, because it does work, it does its job, but the batteries tend to fall out. And the other change I wouldn't mind making is to switch the on button, the power button like that, to move in the center. So it's able to tie more comfortably and be more snug. And to use screws to hold it in from the plastic, because all I'm using is hot glue. And that is the shoe light. And hopefully one day people will use it for Halloween instead of using glow sticks. So there is my invention.